Hello, hello, hello. It's that day. It's that time. It's me. How's it going? What's new? Just waiting for everything to set up. What's new? It's taking its time. There it goes. So let's wait a few seconds to see people stream through here. La la la, la la la. Hi, Catherine. How are you? How's your recovery going? Just gonna sit here and wait for people to show up. I never understand why my view count will show me a number, but then on StreamYard it shows me one number, but then on YouTube I have a completely different number. It's totally bizarre. I don't understand. And of course, the infamous lag in between when I ask a question and people actually answer me. That's always fun. But you know what? You think I'd be used to it by now? I've been doing this for almost a year. You think I would be used to the lag? But no, it still drives me crazy. See, Catherine says, going good. I have an appointment in Little Rock tomorrow for a checkup on everything. That's good. I'm glad things are going well. I saw your post over the weekend with your friends in town, which I thought was very cool. Hey, Brave Master, what's up? How are you? What's new? What are you working on? How was your week? Fill me in. Cross your fingers that at least half my stitches will come out. I'll cross my fingers for you. Wait a few more minutes. People are streaming in. I've had a pretty uneventful week, I guess. Um, well, I had some couple of things happen that annoyed me. I'll get into that in a second. But it's pretty much just a week of what I always do: school, client work, crafting. Yeah, typical week. Um, got some stuff to show you. Got some stuff to talk about. Um, be your typical Wednesday chatter that I've been doing for, well, as I'm saying, for like the third time already in 5 minutes. A year. Braid Master, doing good, thank you. Working on a Granny Hex Afghan using Fantasy Jumbo from Hobie, of course. Of course. We all love our Hobie. And people that don't love Hobie, it's because they've never used Hobie. And if you haven't ordered from Hobie yet, I need you to examine your priorities because I don't understand that at all. Well, I do understand it. I mean, a lot of people, they are big box yarn people, and that's it, and that's fine. But it doesn't hurt to expand your horizons a bit. Matter of fact, if you want to try Hobie, I highly suggest Horizon. That yarn is lovely. But to each their own. Whatever, gets you from an unfinished project to a finished one is what works. So, hey, no harm, no foul. But I just happen I really like Hobie. It's not the only place I order from though, but it definitely is a place that I order from a lot. See emails. Okay, that scratching you're hearing is a protesting puppy. I'm going to guess it's Marley because Marley and why did Kira? How did I suddenly forget my other dog's name? Um, are both outside. Kira has no interest in coming in most of the time. Most of the time, you have to drag her in here. Marley, on the other hand, She complains a lot. But Marley complains in general. If Marley's in here, she'll complain that she doesn't like either being in her crate or she wants outside. Then she goes outside. Then she complains about being outside once it. So Marley's just a complainer. So that scratching here, no dogs are being harmed, no dogs are being abused. She's just being herself. She's fine. Let's see. Crochet Beast. Hey, how you been? Long time no see. Glad you can make it. What are you doing? What have you been doing? Where have you been? What's going on? Fill us in. Haven't seen you in ages. Let's see. What do I want to start with? Hey, VJ. Haven't seen you in a while either. Welcome, welcome. How are you? What's new? What are you working on? Fill us in. I have been really remiss in making lives of late. I've just had like stuff going on, and making lives is like, it seems like everybody's lives that I want to go to are happening at a time when I've got something else going on. So I've been trying to watch replays, and then I'm lousy at leaving comments because, you know, I know they're important because I know how much I love getting them. But I got to leave a comment, and I always feel like I sound stupid in a comment that I'm leaving. So I talk myself out of leaving it. But I'm going to have to break that habit because I don't want you guys to think that I'm not watching your videos or watching your lives. I am. I just lurk, and I'm just rather quiet most of the time. Even when I'm in an actual live, I don't talk a whole lot for the most part. I might chime in here or there, but for the most part, I don't say a whole lot. So yeah, I'm watching them. I'm watching your videos. I'm watching the replays of your lives. I'm just not commenting, but I'm going to start commenting because I know how much I enjoy getting comments, and it's not fair for me not to leave you a comment because I think I sound stupid. Because even though deep down I know what I'm saying isn't stupid, but it's just my quirky personality trait. I question everything. I second guess everything. So anyway, I'll stop doing that. So what's everybody saying? Okay, that's Thea. Let's say hi to VJ. Catherine saying hi to everybody just came in. Says Braid. VJ said, wait, that's her saying hi to everybody. I saw you on Sunday on panel. I'm lousy at comments as well. Making a chemo do rag for charity. Cucumber water and cup. Cucumber water. I love cucumber water. I'm drinking. Let me have to take a comment off so you can see this. Kombucha. I love kombucha. A lot of people can't stand it. They absolutely hate it. Um, the first time I had it, I was like, "What is this weird stuff?" But by the time I was halfway through my first bottle, I knew I liked it. So it's definitely something I drink a lot of. I know people that brew it themselves, and I've considered it, but when would I find time? And when I can just go to the store and buy bottles of it, it's just, more time efficient. Might not be more cost effective, but it's definitely more time efficient for me. But VJ, I'm glad somebody else is lousy at comments too. I don't feel so alone. By saying hi to everybody. Thea said, "Yeah, doing okay now. Was sick for a while, not COVID. That's good. The internet was upgraded, but will not work. But back now, baby. I actually have nothing on the hook at the moment. Wait, hold the phone. If I had a sound effect of a record scratching, this is where I would play it. You're not working on anything? Thea doesn't have something on a hook right now? Wow, okay. That's something I never expected to hear. You came to get some inspiration. Hope I've been well. I've been pretty good. No real complaints. What flavor is this one? This one is raspberry hibiscus. It's not my favorite flavor. If I'm going with my favorite flavors, there's a watermelon that is ridiculously good, and a tart cherry that I love. And it's another one, but I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. But basically, I'll drink pretty much any of them. Okay, I really don't like ginger ones. The ginger ones are a little too sharp, but pretty much any other ones I'm down for. I know, right? Drop my hook indeed. Thea's not working on something. Nope, nothing. 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, yeah, we have to get Thea some inspiration because Thea not crocheting is just like not right in the universe. So we're gonna have to give her some inspiration. Right, so I needed a break from playing PlayStation. I love hibiscus, but no like kombucha. I love it. But like I said, it's definitely something that people either love or they hate. There's no in between. You're not gonna find somebody that's like, oh, kombucha's okay, I guess. No, you either really love kombucha or you don't like it at all. I may have forgotten how to crochet by now. I doubt that seriously. But we'll see what we can do about some inspiration. This is a good thing I've got some things to show you today. Maybe that'll help. Braid is asking if Thea wants to help with her Afghan. Okay, so I don't know. I guess I'll start with the work in progress since it's sitting in front of me. This is going to be okay. I think I've mentioned this, but I have dubbed this my summer of cotton. So I'm only making things with cotton yarn or cotton bamboo plant-based blends, lighter yarns. I'm not touching any wool or acrylic because it's too hot for wool to work with wool or acrylic right now. So everything I'm making is with cotton or bamboo or a cotton bamboo blend or tinsel or something like that. So right now I am working on I'm gonna call it log cabin esque pattern, and I think this is going to be a placemat, and it's going to be a one-off because, well, I'll show you here in a second. Let me get this comment off here real quick. It's going to be a one-off because the center, I don't have enough yarn to like make more than like maybe two placemats with it. But this is giving me a chance to like play around and see if I like what I'm going for. So I just finished like this L right here, and now the next L is going to go from here and then down this side. And I haven't chosen the colors for that yet, but I'm just using a bunch of variegateds that I got in my mystery bag from Hobie, like the rainbow cottons I got. If you saw that video, some of them are variegated. So yeah, some of them are variegated, some of them are solids. I'm just mixing and matching them and just coming up with pattern with colored combos I like. So yeah, this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a one-off. But once I've decided how I want my pattern to work, I'm going to change the center color to yarn I actually have, and then go from there. So that's one of my works in progress. Let me see what people are saying. I'm used to working with tiny hooks. This huge hook is making my fingertips fall asleep. Okay. Define huge hook. How big is the hook you're working with? Thank you. I think the colors are pretty. These are deceptive. You know, I didn't expect. This is my lights are really washing this out. I didn't expect this to work up to look like that. I just wasn't expecting it. So it was a very pleasant surprise. Just like I really wasn't expecting this to work up to look like that. This. I wasn't expecting that at all. So it's been a pretty pleasant surprise watching these variegateds work up into their colorways. And I'm blurry. Focus. Come on, camera. You can do it. Oh, hopefully it'll fix itself. If not, I may be blurry for a little while, guys. Sorry. Hi, Acela. Welcome, welcome. How are you? What are you working on? What are you drinking? What's new? So you say I like the color and the pattern in this. Thank you. It's like I said, it's log cabin esque. It's not exactly the log cabin pattern, but it's close enough that I'm making the L's. So I think that counts. It's only an 8mm, but I'm used to tiny ones. I don't know, 8mm hook is a decent sized hook, especially if you're used to working with a tiny one. Like I'm like this pattern, I'm using a 3.5mm? Yeah, I'm using a 3.5mm, and I'm normally a 5.5, 6mm. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit, but you get used to it. So that's what yarn is it? It is Cotton Kings print from Hobie. And it was part of. I bought a mystery bag of cotton from Hobie, and these were the colors, the skeins that were in the bag. So that's what I'm using. So okay, so that's a work in progress. And I'm going to do an unbagging live because I got my. And Catherine, don't just don't, okay? I'm just saying it up front. Don't. I got my latest installment from Annie's today for my Afghan that I'm working on, and I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to open it live because I wanted to see you guys see me react to whatever colors are in here. In case you didn't know, and I'm giving Catherine a hard time because, well, anyway, I'll come back to that. I'm doing the one of their Afghan club kits, so you get yarn every month and a pattern, well, 3 patterns for 3 other squares. I did was the video or a live that I showed the squares? I can't remember. Anyway, I showed some of the squares I've already made. So I'm continuing with it because I'm this far in. I'm not going to stop now. So it is what it is. And Catherine, stop. I'm telling you now, just stop. So, okay, we got block 10, 11, and this is block 10, 11, and 12. And you can't really see it. And I don't want to hold it up because part of the pattern is written on the back of here. But it looks like I'll cover it as much as I can. There's 2 of the squares. And there's the third. Generally, with these, you get one easy, one intermediate, and one advanced square. But these are all looking rather intermediate at best. But those are the pattern of the three squares. And then the yarn. The only thing I really like about the yarn is that it's a premier anti-pilling. Not fond of this color. It's like a light pea green. But it's really nice yarn. And it fits in with the colorway of the Afghan. So I'll just, muddle through, I guess. But it's a 3-weight. I'm not sorry, it's a 4-weight. Calls for a 5.5mm hook. And again, this is what the finished Afghan looks like. And I'm 12 squares in out of 30. So, that's not true. This is saying 10, 11, and 12. But I think I have more than that. I'll have to go and look. I know I've got another kit that I haven't done yet. But anyway, there's my Annie's order. Which is, okay. I'll probably learn some new stitches from it, so no harm, no foul. Always good to learn a new stitch or two. Let me see, what do you guys saying? Okay, Estelle is working on 2 things: a knitted prayer shawl with ice and homespun, and crocheted granny stitch triangle with Delish Boutique. Okay, Delish Boutique, I don't know. You have some info on that? Braid saying I made a baby blanket from their baby cotton. Their baby cotton's really nice. So saying hi to VJ. What, me say anything? Yeah, you. You say a lot. You have a lot to say, and anytime I bring up the Annie's crochet kits, you have plenty to say about it. And he was going to sew the squares together for you, Mocha. I don't know. I may be taking bids for that. Catherine and VJ. Thea just nominated both Catherine and VJ. Yeah, Mocha hates sewing squares together as much as I do. Exactly. No, VJ doesn't like sewing squares. At all. At all. Zero zip. Nada. Okay, so that's my work in progress. That's my opening of my kit club. I will wonder if they end up like Kim's granny squares beside her bed. Possibly. It could happen. I won't lie. Okay, so now to my finished object. I have been talking about this and talking about this for weeks now, saying, I'm going to finish it this week. I'm going to finish it this week. Well, I finally finished it. I did. My love shrug in rainbow colors. All the happy little fringe. I'm trying to decide what to do with the fringe. I think I'm going to add some beads to it so that it stays separated. Because if they stay like this, they're going to get tangled. So I think I'm going to add some beads. Originally, I was adding different color like rainbow beads, like red, orange, blue, green, blue. The colors of rainbow. But that was when this was still a commissioned piece. However, it no longer is a commissioned piece. And you may be wondering why. Well, here's what happened. I made the original love shrug, back in February. I was contacted by someone, I want to say mid May, that they wanted to know if I could make that shrug in like some rainbow yarn. Well, it just so happens that that Hobie had a particular cake that was in rainbow colors, and I had been considering buying it. So when they asked if I could do it, and I was like, you know what, sure. So I ordered the yarn, and I started making the shrug. So okay, I'm making the shrug, and it's a commissioned piece, and I was sending progress pictures to the person I was making it for. Well, unbeknownst to me, the person I was making it for, we weren't friends. We're like friends of friends of friends at best. So like we didn't like interact on social media other than me like sending progress pictures. But unbeknownst to me, this particular person was posting the pictures I was sending them and passing it off as their own work. So my daughter's in the kitchen just shaking her head. So this, and I sent them probably 5 or 6 progress pictures. Basically, as I finished like a heart row, I would send them a picture. Like, oh, look, we're into the orange. Oh, look, we're into the green. Stuff like that. So, this person is posting the pictures as their own work. I finished the shrug. Literally, all I had left to do was fringe on one side. I sent a picture going, oh, we are so close to being done. This person posted that picture and said, oh, wow, we are so close to being done. One of our mutual friends saw the post, and she knew that I had been working on a similar shrug. So she copied the photo, sent it to me, and went, does this look familiar? And I was like, yeah, that's the shrug I'm working on. And that's how I found out that someone else was using my work as and claiming it was their own. So I messaged the person, and I was like, are you saying that you're making this instead of me? And immediately, suddenly, they no longer wanted to shrug, and they blocked me on all social media. And when I mean all social media, I mean Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We weren't even connected, but I couldn't even find her in any of these socials. So it's no longer a commissioned piece. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm pretty sure I could find a buyer for it if I wanted to. But Catherine, you're about to get a rant. So here we go. I wouldn't have cared if she wanted to pass it off as her own. Because, okay, as a freelance writer, I do a lot of ghostwriting. So there are probably a million words floating around on the internet that I wrote with somebody else's name attached to it. It's, I almost knocked my computer over. It's just part and parcel of the whole freelance writer gig. You know, you write a lot of words, you get very little credit. It's just how it works. But if I was going to agree to that, A, I would have charged more, and B, I wouldn't have like shared with other people that I was making it. Because if I hadn't like told our mutual friends that I was working on it, they wouldn't have known that the pictures that she was putting up and passing off as her own were mine. I would have been more discreet because I would have been ghosting a project. And like I said, as a freelance writer that does a lot of ghostwriting, I know how that process works. So I was just mad more about the fact that she was just going to pass this off and not say anything. And that annoyed me. That annoys me because it was unnecessary. It was absolutely positively unnecessary dishonesty. Why? But anyway, from what I've heard, it was getting rave reviews. So there's that. And I don't know how she's handling it from this point on. Like I said, she's blocked me on everything, and I haven't even bothered to ask our mutual friend because why? So I'm just going to go ahead and probably put some beads or something on the end, and I'm going to post it on my socials and see what I can do with it. I don't know. We'll see. But I was just annoyed to no end about that. Guess what you guys saying? Because you guys have been chatty. Yes, this is Marvin. I have probably 5 or 6 different Marvin the Martian t-shirts. Marvin the Martian is like my dude. I used to collect all things Marvin. Shirts, keychains, figurines, puzzles. I actually have a Marvin the Martian wine glass. I have a Marvin the Martian shot glass. I have a Marvin the Martian coffee cup. Yeah, if you can put Marvin on it, I have it. I love Marvin. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I have to give credit for the wine glass, the shot glass, and the coffee cup to my daughter because she made them for me. So let me give credit where credit's due because she's in here going, "Excuse me, you have them, but I made them." So yes, my daughter made the Marvin glass, the things I drink out of that have Marvin on it. My daughter made. So you love colors. Thank you. I think it came out beautifully. I like it. It's probably one of my favorite shawls that I've made. Thank you. Thank you, Acela. Thank you, Thea. Crochet Beast. Yep, it's a Salt and Deluxe. I want to say it's the opalite color. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Acela. I was like, what the really? You couldn't have just. I mean, like I said, it probably wouldn't have been so bad if she would have told me that she wanted to pass it off as her own. I might not have liked it. I might not have done it, or if I, like I said, or if I had decided to do it because it wouldn't be. Like I said, I do it for my writing clients all the time. I would just charge more because I can't use it if I'm making it for somebody else and somebody else is passing off as theirs. I can't use it in my personal portfolio. So for me to give up those rights, I charge more. That's probably why she didn't tell me. She probably knew that's what would happen. You like when I rant. I had someone steal my book of braids and pass it off as their work. I know the feeling. People say, yeah. Uh, oh, so your name is actually Braid Master because you are a braid master. Very cool. Do you have a channel? Do you have socials? Hit me up. Let me know. Oh, wow. Why do people got to do silly things? I don't know. Because people are silly in general. It's one of those great mysteries of life, I think. So, anyway, that's the story of the shawl. Yes. Yes, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'll switch everything around. Okay. So, that's the story of that. So, if you know anybody that might be interested in a rainbow colored love shrug, let me know. I'll probably just throw it up on my Etsy shop. I'll put it on my social, see if anybody wants it there. And if not, I'll put it on my Etsy shop. I'm not that worried about it. Since it was my own personal pattern, and I can do that pattern by heart at this point because I think that's my. I don't know, Thea. I think I'm catching up with you. I think that was my fifth or sixth love shrug. So I could do it and the biggest cost I had was the yarn, obviously. But why did my computer get all dark all of a sudden? But anyway, I was rather frustrated by that. But you know what? It is what it is. If nothing else, it's one more thing I can say I completed this summer. Great compliment in a bad way. I bet they wouldn't have paid you. Yeah. So, and let's see. I probably will put it on Facebook so we can share it. Okay, I will. I just want to put some beads on that fringe because that fringe is going to like stick together, and I want to put some beads or something so that maybe I'll twist it. Do you think I should put beads on the loose fringe, or should I just go ahead and twist the fringe? Let me grab it. What do you think? Should I just twist these so that they stay separate, or should I just leave them as is and just put beads on the end? If I put beads on the end, it's going to weigh them down, which might help with drape, I guess. Not that this really has any problem with drape. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Which one I should do. I haven't decided yet. Originally, the person that I was making it for wanted the beads, but since I'm not no longer obviously giving it to them, I'm free to do with it as I want. So people I know put their logo on their photos because people have stolen them from their Facebook pages. Oh yeah. Watermarking photos is something you really should do because people will steal them and pass them off as their own. I used to, but as I got older, I got sick of people always wanting hookups. So I basically quit doing hair, but I braided my daughter's hair into Maleficent's horns, so I still got it. Wow. You pulled that off. I'd say you do. It's pretty awesome. My daughter's a stylist. She does braids. And she does a pretty good job with them. She's pretty good. She does my granddaughter's hair in all kinds of different styles. Beads will look super cool. Hi, Jen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? What's new? What are you working on? Are you drinking anything yummy? Having a yummy snack? Fill us in. She said, the rainbow shrug is beautiful. You did a great job. Thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really do like how it turned out. And I didn't even really have to do any color control with it. It pretty much just naturally changed colors in all the right areas, which I always love. That's just such a satisfying thing when you get to the end of a row and the color just changes. It's like, oh, well, cool. I don't have to cut or anything. And it's actually that last purple, which is this is all I have left, but that's also what the center is. So I probably would have enough to make a second one, a second of these. But I don't know. We'll see. I might try it. I might play some yarn trick and see if I can make that happen. Then I can have a set of everything the same. Alternate knots would look pretty and wouldn't weigh it down. No, that's not a bad idea either. Hmm. That's not a bad idea either. I don't know. So many options. As long as I'm in a hurry now, because it's going to sit here until I finish it or find an owner. Either way, maybe I'll find an owner and see what they want. I don't know. So, so yeah, that's my finished object, and I told you guys I had been working on some designs. So I showed you the work in progress. That's one of the designs I'm working on. Got a couple other designs that I'm dealing with and trying to work out in my head. But I don't know, this has been what I'm doing. Let's see. My client work is still going on. I'm still writing. I'm still in school. It's going okay. Not great. Classes are harder. The workload isn't as bad as it was last term, but it's still up there. So, I'm still juggling a bit. But, we're going to have that. Let's see who else. Braid is saying rainbow beads. Jen is working on a Jen Ivy top for my mom. What's a Jen Ivy top? I feel like I'm still out of the loop because I'm sure it's somebody that has created something that I have just don't know about. So fill me in. Let me know. I love that idea of alternating knots.
Yep.
Poppy.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Goofy dogs. Dogs everywhere. Time. It's called Swap the Puppies. Woohoo! But anyway, that's pretty much what I got going on. I've got a couple of videos going to work on. I still haven't done a tutorial for the Love Shrug, and I really should probably do that. So I might actually film that. I still need to finish my hook reviews, so I should probably work on those. Is there anything in particular you guys would want me to do? Because, I'm always looking for ideas, and I make these videos for you guys to watch. So if there's something you want to see, let me know. But yeah, the Love Stroke tutorial, a hook review, my knit crate will be here later this week, so I'll probably open that in the video. I still need to make the Expression Fiber Arts crochet beginner crochet kit item. I still need to make that, so I'll probably work on that. I know somebody had wanted me to do a video on how to cake up a hank of yarn. I might actually attempt that. So I don't know. I'm just looking for ideas, and I'm really, really close to 400 subscribers. And as I said last week, when I hit 400, I'm having a giveaway. So as soon as that happens, that'll be a video, and I'll let you know all about that. Jen is saying I helped Ivy design a top. It's gorgeous, and many of us are making it. It's on Ivy B Curates channel. Jen Ivy. Got it. Duh. I'm sorry. I'm spacey. In case you haven't realized that, I'm spacey, and I'm really behind on everything. Everything YouTube, I'm behind. I'm behind in watching videos. I'm behind in watching lives. I'm behind in filming videos. The only thing I've managed to do consistently is my lives, and now I've added extra lives for the summer because, in case you didn't know, Kim from Affordably Crafty, Alice from Crafty Chats Cafe, Kath of Kath's Eye Catchers, Catherine Noel, and I are covering J Hook Crochet's spot while she's making her trek from Germany back to Israel. So we're keeping her slot warm until she can take it over. So we're all taking turns hosting a chat, a live, at her regular time. So I've been doing that every Sunday, or we'll be doing that every Sunday. And this Sunday, I think we're doing our unpopular opinion panel. So Reggie will actually be there this Sunday, I believe. Or is that the following Sunday? Either this Sunday or the following Sunday is Reggie is hosting. If it's not Reggie this coming Sunday, it's Kath. I get him confused. My bad. But anyway, at normal university time, there is a chat. So if you're used to being in a chat on Sundays at that particular time, you can keep coming to it because somebody will be there and we'll be talking about crochet, life, whatever happens to come up. So I've been busy doing that as well. It's fun though. I should have seen your live today if I wanted to see Spacey. Well, now I gotta go watch that, right? I'm going to have to go and watch that when I'm done here. Just saying, yes, to hold my beer, ladies. Yes, that would be us. It's fun. Kim said that it's that Kath shit. Okay, yeah. It's Kath, and then. Yeah, I knew that because I'm right after the unpopular opinion. I'm hosting right after that. I knew that. And I knew I wasn't. I told you I'm Spacey. Did I lie? No. Yeah, this Sunday is Kath. Kath is hosting Hold My Beer. Rathia is saying, oh, I got a new phone and set up another Google account on it. I will have to go and subscribe on that too. Cool. So yeah, my life is consisting of lives right now. I like going live, so it's not that big a deal. And I'm still considering definitely doing some of these tutorials as lives because I just prefer it that way. It just seems, I don't know, I'm more apt to do it. I'm more apt to pay attention. I'm more apt to get it right the first take. I have this uncanny habit of when I'm filming something, and even if I like trip over a word for just a second, I'm like, nope, gotta start over. And when you have that mindset and you're trying to film a video, that definitely makes the process that much longer. So I probably am going to start filming. I like how Ginger, um, Yarn Geek, films a lot of her tutorials live. I think that's cool. So I think I'm going to do that too. So totally stealing your idea, Ginger. I'm freely admitting that I saw her do it and I was like, I like that idea. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Is it hot where everybody else is? Today wasn't so bad. We got into the high 80s and the humidity wasn't that bad. So it was a really nice day, which is great because we were having some crazy, crazy days of like, it's 90 degrees and with the heat index, it's 112. I love hot weather, but when the heat index, i.e., the humidity, drives it to that gets a little crazy because it's kind of painful. It's like that much humidity is like an elephant sitting on your chest, and that's no fun. That's also why I dubbed this the summer of cotton, because the idea of working with like anything heavy like an acrylic or a wool, I'm sweating thinking about it. So it's not going to be a thing this summer. Um, the only thing I don't like about working with cotton, which is weird because I love working with it, it dries out my hands. So I have to moisturize my hands constantly. But then when I want to like go like fix dinner or eat something like that is with my hands, I have to like scrub and scrub and scrub my hands because I have so much moisturizer on them because the cotton dries out my hands so much, and I have to keep reapplying lotion, and then the cotton dries them out again. Like, and it's like this layer of moisturizer on my hands. So that's kind of a pain. But other than that, I'm actually enjoying the things I'm working on, and I'm kind of excited because I keep coming up with new ideas, and I'm jotting them down on my notebook. And I got a new app and a new Apple Pen for my uh, iPad. So I have been sketching up a storm. So that's been fun. So I'm gonna have a couple of. I really want to release two more patterns this summer. Although it'll probably be three because I actually have not. Can you believe I have not released the Love Shrug as a pattern yet? I've never gotten around to doing it. So that's another reason why I want to do that tutorial so that I'll release the pattern. Pattern's completely written. The pattern's been tested, obviously. I just never released it. So I want to release that and two other patterns for the end of the summer. And then I want to. I've already got. I want to say three works in progress in acrylic and wool yarns that are set for the fall and winter. So as soon as the weather changes, I will be jumping to those. So I really want to get the summer patterns out before, obviously, before the end of the summer. Um, but yeah, I've been in a really good creative spot as far as like design work, which is really cool. I'm enjoying that. Catherine is saying it was a gorgeous day here today. Cool. Fia, aka Crochet Bees, what kind of phone did you get and do you like it? It's 85 degrees here. I think we got to 87, I think. Let me look. It's somewhere around there. Let me look real quick. Okay, we got to 85. And it's currently 74 and feels like 74, which means zero to no, little to no humidity, which is great. Which is going to make it for really nice sleeping weather. And something like sleep, or like, okay, well, first I'll have to go and sit on my porch for a while because summer night sitting on your porch is just like, that's why you have a porch, for sitting on summer nights, and chilling and enjoying the night. Um, but then when it's time for me to go to bed, that's going to mean my room is going to be not cold enough that I need to pull out the heavy blanket, or but not too warm that I'm going to be sweating, which sounds lovely already. And I'm probably a good 4 to 5 hours away from sleep, so it should be lovely. Stupid fingers won't wake up. You just say, Mocha, have you done a cotton yarn review? Ranked which is softest? I haven't. Oh, that's a good idea. I may have to consider that one, VJ. Thank you. Peter saying, it's only a cheapie, but my first smartphone is called a Vivo Y21S. It's smarter than me. This is your first smartphone? What were you using before? It was 150 Australian dollars. Well, yeah, you were a tester if no one else was. I mean, how many of those did you make? It's 8 p.m., so it was probably in the 90s earlier. Probably. If that's the temperature, your current temperature is in the 80s, so yeah. Few of those phones will teach you new religious words. Yeah, you'll learn some new words, like, when you're trying to figure it out. And it's not doing what you wanted to do. And you realize that your smartphone isn't all that smart after all. Although I love my iPhone for the most part. It can be a little persnickety at times, especially the camera. The camera I have found is either completely and totally on point or it's completely off. And normally, if it's completely off, it means I need to like shut my phone off and turn it back on. But it has its moments where I want to scream. But I like it. Hi, Bobby. How are you? What's new? What are you working on? And what are you? Do you happen to be sipping on or snacking on tonight? You're welcome, Mocha. I'm using a milk cotton blend for this do rag. Oh, milk cotton is lovely. I don't have any milk cotton right now. Oh my! I just realized that. It sure is. I can video call now too. Oh, well, look at you. You're so fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy now. Thanks for stopping by, Acela. Have a good evening. Yeah, that cotton idea, that cotton is a good idea. Because I've got several kinds of cotton right now. Um, so I could definitely do a review of cotton yarn. Thanks for the idea, BJ. And I'll definitely say that you gave me the idea. And working on the back of a sweater. This is the fourth time I've crocheted the back. The front is done. So I'm going to assume the back is giving you a little bit of an issue. There's always one part of a project that has to be the difficult one. When I made my granddaughter her sweater, it was the sleeves. I did those sleeves probably 4 times. It was driving me nuts. I finally figured it out and got it done, and she loved the sweater. But yeah, the sleeves were just frustrating. So I'm hoping that the fourth time is a charm, and you'll get that back done. Thea said I had an old dinosaur of a phone touch button, had no use for anything fancy as we had no service in our area until recently. Oh, well, that makes sense. By saying hello and goodbye to each other. Size. First it was too big, then too small. Yeah, see, the sleeves. First the sleeves were too long. Then they were too bulky up top. So I had to reconfigure how I was decreasing so that I was still getting the length I needed and not too much length, but still had enough width at the top and it tapered properly. Drove me crazy. So I feel your pain. So hopefully it's right this time. This has no sleeves or short ones if I add them into summer top. That's cool. I don't like dual sleeves. I'm I wish I had more patience to make more garments. Like I said, my granddaughter will periodically ask me for something, and I'll make it. But for the most part, I avoid garments because I don't have the patience for it. I'm not particularly good at it, and I'm just going to be honest. I don't really want to put the work I'd have to put in to become good at it. So I'm definitely an accessories person. I'll make you a hat. I'll make you a scarf. I will make you a killer pair of fingerless gloves. But if you really love me, don't ask me to make you a sweater. I beg you. I will make you a killer shawl. But I don't know. Clothing past a tank top. It's just I don't know. I don't have the patience for it. It has to be where I give up. I feel you on that. So everybody's fingers crossed that this is the fourth time is the charm for Bobby and her sweater. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? Uh, the crochet community, my pages and Facebook groups have been really quiet. I'm barely even seeing posts from them. I and I thought at first it was because my Facebook or Meta or whatever they are this week was hiding them. But no, I actually go to the Facebook pages and nobody's really talking about anything. So I don't know if people are busy with vacations or they're working or what have you, but it's been pretty quiet. So I don't really have anything to talk about as far as like somebody saying something silly. Um, and like I said, I'm woefully behind on my YouTube watching. So I have no idea what any of the gossip or the skinny is going on because, like I said, I'm too busy doing lives and working to keep up with anything. I'm a bad Yarny community member. I know. I'm bad. Bad. Bad Mocha. Right? I am making this one for me. I made one of the same pattern, but I did not take into account the stretch of the yarn and it was huge. Gave it to a friend. Well, this didn't go completely to waste. You gave it to somebody. I'd cross my fingers, but they are asleep from this big hook. Okay, everybody cross your fingers that Bobby's sweater fits, and everybody uncross their fingers that Braidmaster gets her fingers to work. How's that? Okay. VJ Lord, now the boy behind me is playing his drums. So you were expecting a quiet evening at home? So much for that. Catherine's crossing her fingers for Bobby. Bobby appreciates it. Braidmaster's laughing at me, which is appropriate. So yeah, that's been my week. That's what I've been working on. My dogs are not going crazy for some reason. Zeus, I know. My dog Zeus is sitting at the door because the two puppies on the outside, aka his children, are carrying on at the dog next door, which also happens to be one of his children. It's complicated, but he wants out there and he can't go out and he's mad, so he's whining at the door. Uh yeah. If you come to my chat and expect it, my live, and expect it to be nice and quiet and calm and simple, you're never going to get that. I'm just telling you in advance. There's always going to be a dog barking, somebody screaming in the background, a kid whining, something. It's always going to be something. So it's just part of the background noise here. So you give me, you get the background noise. That's how it works. But I'm laughing at you, laughing at me, so it works out. Okay, so now I'm laughing at you, laughing at me, laughing at you. It does work out. Yes, my granddaughter went home, so silly me, I thought I would be quiet for a while. Oh, VJ. I so enjoy blah. I so enjoy and envy your optimistic spirit. I have long ago given up on any type of quiet environment. It's just not going to happen. Ever. I know this. I embrace it. It's okay. But hopefully the drumming will stop soon. Maybe he's just practicing. He's getting in his 30 minutes. So everybody cross your fingers that VJ's neighbor's kid doesn't play the drums all night. Cross your fingers for that. So, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Um, we've been here for a little over an hour, which is lovely. I love spending time with you guys. Yeah, this live is one of my highlights of my week because I like hanging out with my yarny friends and talking yarn and life and all things in between. Visit a cemetery. They are pretty quiet. You know, you say that, and ironically, one of my favorite places to go is a cemetery. We have the cemetery in my town. It's called Greenwood Cemetery, and it goes back to Revolutionary War years. So it's an old cemetery, and it has giant trees and very, very interesting monuments to people. The mausoleums are, some of them are insanely ornate. And actually, I do love driving through there and going and sitting. And I used to go and sit and work there quite a bit. This was pre-pandemic, and so I haven't done it in a while. But it's one of my favorite places to go. So I agree. Yeah, they are pretty quiet for the most part. I like cemeteries. I especially like that one. UJ saying he's usually done by 10, but that's another hour and a half. Oh no. May I suggest some noise canceling headphones? They ironically are so peaceful. They are. They're very peaceful places. Um, and I like the juxtaposition, especially in the springtime, of because there's a lot of blooming trees. We have like apple blossom and pear trees and stuff like that, so they bloom. And I like the juxtaposition of the blooming trees that are overlooking the headstones. It's just a very interesting juxtaposition of birth and death. I told you I was a writer. I see these things. I'm weird. I guess I'm a creative. You guys are creative, so I'm sure you probably know where I'm going with that. It's just a very interesting life and death combo. You adore cemeteries. The one in New Orleans was awesome. I like the fact that all of New Orleans cemeteries are above ground. I think that's very cool. Have a great night, Kim, and everyone stay safe. Please play blah. Please pray for a fabulous outcome at my doctor tomorrow. Will do. Sending positive energy to Catherine. Good night, Catherine. Stay positive. Okay, so, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and head out of here. Like I said, I love spending time with you guys. It's never dull. I always enjoy myself. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves as well. Um, as I said, I have a couple of. I'm going to have a video come out this week sometime. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be, but there should be a video out. And I will be live on Sunday for Hold My Beer. Kath is hosting the panel. And like I said, it's going to be Kath, Kim from Affordably Crafty, Alice from Crafty Chats Cafe, and me. Reggie will probably be in the audience. So look for us that's 12 noon my time, which is Eastern. So, whatever time you tune in for your university, that's the time this is going to be. And then I'll be back next Wednesday with my live. Because that's how I roll. But thanks for being here. It was fun. And I will see y'all on the Yarny Streets in my next video on Sunday or this time next week. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.